We don't need any props today except for a band to stretch. And we're going to start on our feet so that we end up not being on our feet for too long. The Pilates side is also going to have quite a lot of dynamic stretching in there, just especially for Anthony, is what he needs today. Let's start. So I'm going to keep my socks on from cold at the moment. Let's turn our palms forward, pull our shoulders down from the ears. And I want you to start by dropping your chin towards your chest and just enjoying that little stretch at the back of the neck. Tight area that we tend to neglect, don't stretch enough. But we will come back to that later. So we're just going to do a little turn towards our right shoulder, staying low. Back, center, to the left. Make sure you're not tensing up in any way through those shoulders. Pushing the fingers further to the floor. Just rotate from side to side. Let's just go one more to the right, one more to the left. Come back to center. We lift up and just do a little side tilt. One side, pushing the opposite arm down, back to center, and carefully to the other side. So just make sure you transition slowly. Otherwise, we would look straining a muscle rather than stretching. Make sure you push the opposite shoulder down, push the fingertips to the floor. Feel tightness in those areas. Back to center. Let's take a stretch up. We take hold of our right wrist and take a side bend. Kind of thinking, shall I mirror at the screen today or shall I just go with you? I'm just going to keep it simple. Back to center. Reach up to the other side. I'm just going to stick with simple today. And go again. Center, reach up through that right arm and take a side bend, pushing the hips over. Back to the middle for the last time, over to the right. Back to the middle, release your arms. We're going to do a roll down to the floor. So we're going to drop the chin, stop on those knees, and allow our bodies to drop down. Once we get as far as we can, we just stop there. Just feel that stretch happening through the back of the hamstrings, maybe your lower back. Breathe into it, just 2 or 3 breaths, just holding the stretch lightly. And then we're going to take ourselves for a walk into the plank. We're going to bend the knees, hands to the floor, walking forward, try and do 4 big strides. Once you reach here, drop to a plank, pull your left knee in and your right knee. Do that again. So we're going to do 4 each side, 8 in total. So here's an opportunity to start thinking about the tummy muscles, squeeze them in, to draw the thigh in towards you. When you've done your 4 each side, we lift up, hips up, and your heels down. It's that triangle position, downward facing dog. We're going to bend one knee, extend the other, and walk 8 times through those legs. Keep trying to melt your chest down, keep trying to think about lengthening out through the body. When you've done 8 knee bends either side, you roll forward again into that plank. Pausing in the plank, setting yourself up, and then we pull the knees in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Practically skimming the floor. Plus 1. Let's lift those hips up. Push back. Bend and extend the leg. Bend the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 2. Deepens those heels. And we float forward again. Roll it. 4. We pull in. 8, 7, 6. Options between your knee. Just drawing in here. Last 2. 1 more, and we lift up again. Stretch the heels this time. After your 8, bending and extending, we're going to drop to our hands and knees. Good. Sit yourself up here. Nice flat back. Abs engaged. Now we're going to take our left leg back and then slightly out to the side. So it's a slight abduction, and the arms go and mirror that leg. And all we're going to do is tap that down and squeeze to lift. So a little bit of glute action, a little bit of shoulder action. Staying at that angle, the eye gaze stays in one place. And draw the belly in. I'm not better if I turn this way so that I'm working the same way as you guys. Yeah. 3 more. Last one, hold. And then reach and stretch. Give me some little pulses, start to wake everything up. Big squeeze of the butt. See if you can take the legs a little bit wider. And then we drop them down. Take a little curve of the spine, arch through, squeeze the belly in to create that arch, and then undulate back to neutral, straight over to the other side. So we're taking the right leg out, the left arm to that 45-degree angle, and we simply tap and we squeeze to lift. So activating the glute and the shoulder on the other side. So from being really cold to a hot, flushing sensation. Not that type of hot flush, I don't think, no. Squeezing 3 more. Last one. Reach and stretch. Pulse it. 9, 8. Oh, okay, so crunching in my shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop it down. Arch the back. We're going to drop down into our elbows. And you're going to lift your hips up into like a dolphin stretch. So lift the hips up like a downward facing dog, but on the elbows. Okay, let's stretch. Bending, extending again. Working a little bit different part of your calf muscle here. And then we're going to drift our body weight forward into a plank. And then we're going to tap down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips back up. You need to just slightly bring your feet in when you do that. Do so. And then bend and extend 8 times. And when we drift forward again, roll it, plank, strong plank, and then knee tap. So absolute isolation in the hips. Sucking that belly in tight. Lift it up. So I need to bring my toes in a couple of inches to get that stretch, and then we bend and extend. So the last one we're doing. Breathe. And let's drift forward. Strong plank. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Holding your plank, or if you drop your knees, just hold it there. Squeeze the butt cheek, pull everything in tight. Take one more big deep breath in, and then we lower ourselves to the floor. Take a little hand rest. But we're going to do some circumduction through the shoulders, which is good mobility for your shoulders. So the feet are kind of about hip to shoulder width apart, and they're going to stay on the ground for now. Keep them active. And by that, I mean, just pull your kneecaps up and you just feel your quads active. So my quads just died. I left them in bed. We're going to begin with our fingertips, just press lightly against our forehead, and we're going to lift up into a back extension. From there, we're going to pull our arms forward and take a big circle all the way around. So our palms are facing each other, and then we squeeze and lift up. Then we return the arms, big circle, staying high in the chest, and back down to the floor again. So we lift, lengthen, circle, get a little bit more squeeze into the shoulder blades, and then release it all the way down and relax. Fabulous. Back extensor workout. Squeeze the butt. Now we're going to incorporate the legs. Obviously, your legs can't do this move.
We could try.
Oh, your legs will have to come all the way up to the shoulders. So when you're on our next one, we're going to add some leg into it. Return the hands. So start from here. Inhale, lift everything up. Obviously, apart from your pelvis and the hips. As we reach forward, squeeze the legs together. Then as we open the arms out, open the legs out wide. Lift and then squeeze the legs. Then open the legs as you open the arms, squeezing the legs together at the last point and then relaxing back down. So it makes our exercise a little bit longer. Squeeze, open, 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 squeeze. Open, 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 squeeze and release. If it's too much in your back, keep the feet where they are and work those arms on their own. Or you can alternate. You could do one with the arms and the legs together. You can do one just with the arms. Or maybe you want to do one just with the legs. Squeeze and opening. And squeeze and opening. And squeeze as you release. 3 more. Not too many of these. They're quite strong. Pull your belly in tight, support the lower back. Last one, make this one really strong. You can incorporate both, do big, big lifts. Squeeze those shoulder blades, open those legs wide, lift them high off the ground. Squeeze together and turn your head one direction. Always take a little ring in the hips, loosen the spine, let everything go. And then turn your head the other way so your neck is equal. We're going to bring our hands onto our shoulders. We're going to push ourselves back up onto our hands and knees. Once we're there, we're going to drop down onto our right elbow. This leg is going to come out to that 45-degree angle again, like we did earlier. This foot on the ground, take it slightly out to the edge, allowing you to rotate slightly. So this can be your stabilization. If you want more of a challenge, bring your hands to your hip or take your arm up. Flex the foot so that the side of the foot taps to the ground and it lifts straight back up again for 1, 2, 3, take the pace. 4, 5, 6, try and keep the same pace up and down. 7, go for 10, 8. Make sure you've got that full angle, the outer thigh is what's leading up towards the sky. We hold the last one up. You point the toe. We do some little circles there. 7, 6, 5, 4. Hips in your core. 2. The other way. Let's go. Lift that. Squeeze that butt cheek. 6, 5. Get it higher. 3, 2. And let it drop back down. Bring the elbow down. Curve the spines. Suck the belly in. We're going to go straight over to the other side. So slide your right hand out wide. Take your left toes out to the side. And then just move very slightly over into that position. Keeping the hand on the ground if you wish. Or onto the hip or up to the sky. Make sure you've got that full angle. Strong base. Side of the foot on the ground. Lift. Up. Oh, my left buttocks hurting before we even move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyone else struggling on the sides?
There's my shoulder on the other side.
It was my shoulder on the other side, actually. 1 more. We stay up. We pulse it. Come on. Squeeze. Squeeze. Get it higher. Higher. 7. Oh, no, we're meant to be circling yet.
Yeah.
Circling. 5, 4. I knew something was wrong. 2. We take it the other way. 8, 7. Squeeze the buttock. 5. Get it higher. Come on. 3, 2, over, our legs are destroyed, yeah?
There is.
Yeah.
That's the Belgians way. Is it the Belgian left you were doing?
Bulgarian.
Bulgaria.
Bulgarian.
Bulgarians.
Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a sky plant challenge. And there's two different ways of doing it. The best thing to do is go with the flow and listen to my instructions. So hands underneath shoulders, tuck your toes wide, and lift up into plank. We are going to slide onto the edges of your feet, and then raise the arm up into a slide. We rotate back into the middle, and then we turn the feet first, and then we push our body up to lift the other side. Now, option here is too much. All you do is rotate the feet, drop the lower knee, and lift. Do exactly the same on the other side. Take the leg up first, turn, drop the knee, and lift. So just keep rotating in your own time. Once I sort out my clothes. Now, when you next turn to the left, I'm going to hold. Reach, let's pulse. If you want more of a core stability, you can stack the feet. Breathe up, come on, press, press. 8, 7, go on, keep going. 4, 3, 2, and we turn. Be gracefully, switch sides, lift up, stack your feet, a little more of a challenge, and hips up.
Gracefully.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we turn back, center, we pause. Hold. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 5 more seconds, that's 1 more breath. And drop down, take a child's pose. Okay, when you're ready, flip around. Or lie down your back. Pull your knees in, do a little hug, a little roll to one side. Your option here, if you're feeling quite flexible today, keep your legs straight, will be at a 90-degree angle. Your arms are up as well. We're going to go same side dead bug. Our right arm, right leg, kick away. Come into center, crunch to the toes. And then the left side. Crunch to the toe. Reach. Now, we're going to just change the position very slightly. As you next, with your next drop to the right, take it slightly angled, 45 degrees, bringing back up, turning your palms forward. Then crunch, kick them forward, and take them out. Don't take them out wide enough so you feel out of balance. Pardon?
And then all at once.
Here we go, 4 more. Last one. Lift up to those toes. Lift your bottom up so your thighs come closer in. Pulse. Touch your toes every time. Come on, reach. Get those shoulders off the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Drop your pop your feet on the floor. Stretch your arms overhead, taking a slide of the fingers together, turn the palms away. And then bring your arms back down by your side. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath your body. And then take your feet quite far down your mat. So there's still bend in the knee. Go as far and then roll onto the heels. Breath in, exhale, bridge. So it's a long-legged bridge. And we're going to just pull one knee in, drop it straight back down. Pull the other knee in, drop it straight back down. You can take it longer as long as your buttocks don't hit the ground. And that you will feel into your hamstrings. Ease your butt cheeks. Use your abs to drive your thigh towards you. We're going to go 6 more. You getting cramp?
On that. Going that
Are
way.
you sliding?
Yeah.
Last 2. Last one. Heels on the ground. Lift the hips up high, pulse. Squeeze the butt at the top. And make your pulses big. Up, down, up, down. 8 more. 7, 6, dig into those heels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. Feet flat on the ground. Or walking. Let's get those arms out wide, palms facing up. Let's do some rotations. Get into the spine, get into the obliques. We're going to do 2 different types of rotations here. The first one, pull the knees in, 90-degree angle, take the top position. We're going to drop our knees halfway towards the right, point the toes, and both our feet are aiming to our right hand as we extend and bend, putting the thighs in towards our chest. When you've done 5 up to those toes, pause, and then kick away from you towards the right corner of your mat at the bottom. 5 presses. It's a little bit easier this one. And then when you've done your last one, we repeat. Pull the knees in and let's go back to that right hand. Bending and extending up to the right hand. Different angle. And when you've done your 5, you kick to the corner of the mat at the bottom. And last time, repeat. So option, if it's too much, drop your right foot on the ground, keep your legs covered, just extend one leg and bend on its own. And that's still a really nice oblique workout there. And then exactly the same when you kick your legs away. Keep that right foot pressed and just kick the left leg down the mat. When you do that last one, knees together, you pull them back into the middle, or you straighten them up to the sky, or you can drop them if you need a break. Point the toes, fix in those lower bellies, and drop those legs to 45 or halfway down, and give me some little paddle kicks here, just to add a little bit more into the core. 8, 7, keep those legs as straight as possible. 4, 3, 2, and then lower them to the ground one by one or both together. And drop. Your arms are going to stay where they are. Your legs are going to go to wide feet. Left arm, turn your hand down to face the ground, and there's a little bit of support. You're going to lift your left leg and your right arm, come up onto your left elbow, reach the foot and drop same side. Up and release. So we're still keeping that lovely wide angle position. Get that back off the floor, right up onto your left elbow. Come on, reach.
Oh, right.
Yay!
It's hard to see what you're doing when I'm looking that way.
Sorry.
My chin's getting in the way.
Three more. Lower it down. Pause there. Turn your palm down on your right hand. And let's reach onto the other side. Lift. And lift. We'll do 16 on each side. That's 7, 8, 9. More work as much as you possibly can. Twist the hand, really get that maximum reach. I've got 2 more left to do. Big reach for that last one. And then drop it down. Take a breather. That's what I'm saying. I shouldn't rest on my back. It's dangerous because I could just close my eyes and stay gone. And then you can finish off the session.
I think it was one more sleep.
It could be like a half an hour of stretch.
Stretch, sleep.
Sleep. Right, bring those legs back together, bend the knees, keeping those arms at T-shape. And we lift the knees back up. Actually, we're not going to lift the knees back up in line. We're going to bring our feet together and our thighs together. And then I'm just going to adjust my arms down by my side. You can keep yours where they are and then roll into bridge. So we were on our heels, so we're going to go onto our toes. We're going to lift the left knee, either stay at a bent knee or full extension up, and we're going to do some little circles in those legs. And reverse the circle. See if you can lift your hips another 2 or 3 inches higher. You can find your sink. Squeeze into that right butt cheek. Last 3, 2, and 1. Pop the toes down. Squeeze the thighs together. And then lift your right knee in. Stay in there. You can circle there or take the legs to the sky. Let's go. Reverse. Lift the hips. Get higher. Right up into those shoulder blades. And then return the toe to the floor, squeeze the thigh, then pulse it. As you pulse, always think about your thighs pressing together to activate your inner thighs more. So push them in, push them in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and roll it. Open those arms, open those palms. Abs on, lift the legs, tabletop. Let's go to the left. Knees drop halfway. Pause. Squeeze the belly, pull the thighs in, point the toes, and let's go. Extend towards that left hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick away to the left corner of your mat. So pull your thighs in and away, Anthony. And back up to the hand.
Oh.
You're not doing the right one, that's why I was confused.
I'm always confused by it.
So this one is just the knees lengthening, and the other one is from the thighs pushing away and pulling it. Option to drop that left leg and work the right leg on the side. One more round after this last one. I mean, I didn't make this one your last round now. And you finish off with those kicks away to the corner of the mat. And then roll back into center. Pause. Legs to the sky. Straighten the knees. Point your toes. Lower to 45 if you can. You can do this with your knees bent. See if you can challenge yourself. Squeeze. Now, slide your fingers to the back of your head. Come into a crunch. And little pulses here with those legs dropping. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And hug your knees in. Take the feet wide. Open the knees, roll into bridge. Okay, so we're going to do 10 hip sways, lowering the buttocks to the floor, pushing up through the left hip and lifting the left hip high as you push your body weight that way, lowering through the center and brushing through to the other side. So a little bit of hip mobility. And then we're going to finish off with those abs on the other side. We only done one side, do you remember? No, we didn't. We alternated. I'm lying.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
I don't like to contradict
No, well, we don't have happened.
the make flow of us. I mean, your pitches.
So come on, lift up, squeeze up to one side, sway it through, squeeze up to the other side. Just give me 4 more. Big squeeze in the butt cheek that lifts up high. Hold your left one up. Lift up, hold it. Give it some little left press, pulses up to the sky. 3, 4, 5. Squeeze that into that buttock. Last 2. And then sway to center, lift up to the right. Big press the right buttock and lift. Lift. 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, lift it up. 4, 3. Last 2. And then we swerve back to the middle. Keep your knees wide. We drop to the floor. And let the knees just simply drop to the right. So the left thigh sits behind the right foot. Then you can pop the foot on top of the knee and push it down to the ground to make it a deep stretch. You want to feel that all the way down the front of the hip bone, down that left thigh, which is definitely what I need right now. Although it feels more bruised than anything. Amazing, isn't it? How someone makes you do something you're not used to doing and then you're just ruined for days. But if I got him doing this, he'd be ruined for days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we're going to keep that ankle on the knee. I'm just going to simply bring it back to center and go all the way over to the left. You can just stay here if that's enough for you, that's enough to twist. Or you can slide that foot a little bit further onto the knee, let it cross, and let that whole knee drop to the ground so you're twisting with your legs kind of interlocked. And then breathe into that right shoulder as you pull back. My shoulder is right off the floor, so I'm going to ease the knee slightly to get it back to the floor. And always give it a little bit of a helping hand with your left hand. We're going to keep the leg where it is. Roll back to the middle. Once you hit the middle, cross it all the way over. So you're crossing your legs as much as you can. This is, you might want to use the bag for this. We're going to pick up the thighs and wrap around, catching around both shins, interlacing the fingers. If they don't, put a band around it, hold onto the band, and then get a deep stretch by pulling the thighs down in towards your tummy. And head down, shoulders down.
One or the other, I'm afraid.
Are you feeling the stretch?
No, I think it's pain in the shin.
In your what?
I think my forearms, the shin sharp. So most people should get a stretch into their right buttock. Everywhere else hurts other than my leg.
Now, when you're ready, just release it off. Drop your left foot to the ground. Pause there. And cross it. Slide your legs straight down on your mat. Bring your fingers, slide them together, and rest the back of your head onto your hands. And now your head is moving up a really heavy weight. You're going to bring your elbows in, lift your chin towards your chest, and stretch the back of your neck by allowing your head to be heavy, but your arms are driving the chin towards the chest, and you're stretching out the top of the neck. Got to flip them. And the more you roll your chin towards your chest, the more you get that stretch. Chin towards the right armpit. Huh?
It's smooth.
Huh? So the left one's not. And to the left.
Very much right domination.
Stronger arm is the smelly arm.
I even want to draw in circles. The leg straight. My left leg is like triangles. My right leg's not too bad.
There we go. Bring back to the middle. One more time up in the center. Stretch. And then carefully release out. Push your elbows to the ground. Your elbows go to the ground in that position. A nice position.
Not trying to do this.
Okay, pull the left knee in. Slide your hands in front of that shin and just draw the thigh in. A little stretch into the hip flexors, just like we did last week. Slide your right leg straight down that mat. Slide your hands around the back of the thigh. Roll yourself up to seated. And then once you're up at seated, I want you to slide this foot to there. If you can, bend the underneath leg and sit your buttocks firmly inside the heel. Then wrap your arm and turn. So your left hand is by the base of the spine, and then you put it in and just do it. If it doesn't work for you, extend that leg. There we go. Look over that shoulder. And then we're going to transition. That foot then slides on top of that thigh. Now, if it doesn't, then I want you to cross your right leg and put your left foot just in front of your right, so do what I'm doing. Bring your hands to the foot and then drop forward. If you're here, exactly the same, just drop forward. You wait, don't you?
I think it's all how you do it. It's kind of yesterday.
You feeling it? Feeling tight then? Come on, get as far forward as you can go. I want you to feel that in your hips and your buttocks. Sorry, I absolutely hate that song. Sorry.
Why do you hate that song?
I don't know.
What happened?
It's just a bit annoying.
It's therapy. It's therapy.
So come up. That left leg is going straight out to the side. So this right one stays crossed to the side. This is where you might want to use your bands, okay? Before you stretch your hamstring, turn your body towards the foot and then physically pull your left hip so it slides back and will soften you back into position. Then the right arm lifts, and this is your dominant arm. It's going to catch the foot with the band. And then drop that. Stretch. Oh, good. I'm really tired. Now, your right arm is important that you dominate your right arm. So right arm is holding the band, your right arm is across to your left. And then use that opportunity, then turn and twist and feel the stretch for your shoulder blade.
I realise it's only a few.
I realise you can have it. Yeah, mine are needing here now. The groove. They're growing too long. I hate long hair. They rub on your trainers.
Exactly. I have holes in my socks on my big toe.
Do you?
Trainer, yeah. And the top of my inner thing of my trainers is my big toe when I'm running.
That's what I mean.
Little hole.
Let's go deeper. One more breath. And you can release it. Now don't release it completely. Bend, left arm, right hand on knee, lift tall. And then mirror that arm, reach up. And then use that left arm to turn your whole body, lift and lengthen. Stretch, look at the fingers. Turn the palm towards the sky. Then that arm, fully extended, goes over the ear. And then you slide down that left leg to get a side stretch. So it's not about how far you can go, it's about how far you can reach. Plant your right hip into the floor as you reach out that right side. And then release the arm, come up. So all I want you to do from this position is just turn and go to the other side. But excellent. Itchy. Just want to scratch my foot.
So you wear trainers all the time.
Yeah. Okay, bend the knee, right arm inside. Hand on the left knee to sit tall, then you mirror the arm. Then you turn your palm towards the ceiling, and then we reach over this way. So try and turn, and then reach. Push and let it down as you reach and open out to see the body. Eye gaze underneath the arm if you can. Reach, reach, reach. Reach. And then easy. Sit back onto your buttocks, turn your body towards that right leg, and then slide the right hip back. Then once you're there, you can lift up the left arm, catch that foot, move bands, left arm the dominant side this time, and then we drop our head and chest down, and we pull through the left arm to get that twist and that opening through your shoulder blade. And make sure you're breathing. I need someone to sit my right leg.
Have a weight.
No. Keep breathing, keep turning, keep twisting, keep reaching. Three more breaths. Then carefully just walk your hands in. Sit up tall. Nasty, isn't it? And then take both legs out. Ta-da! My face. What you need for this one is 2 bands either side of your feet. You're welcome to have mine if you want to. If you got to reach your feet to put the bands over though.
But that's just it. Spend more time.
Okay, feet parallel, pressing out. And then move yourself into a nice straight back position. Walk forward with a flat back. There we go, yeah. Roll your mat. Roll your mat instead of log. So when you start to feel you're curving through the spine, stop and forward. And then catch your legs wherever you can. Or if you're doing the weight, you can just keep your hand on that weight if you like. And then let's lift up a little bit taller, put your shoulder blades together, chest forward, and then we're going to come forward and stretch. We can help, Anthony. Wait to lean on you.
Yes and no, in equal measure.
So I'm going to stay here, keep lifting and lengthening, and then lowering down, and just continue to breathe and move further and further into this stretch. Because not only does it wake up your hamstrings and its inner thigh, and also that sacrum. Okay, slide those heels, toes up. And that.
Survivable.
Toes up. Doing it.
The hammer needs.
So there a second. Got 10 more seconds to go as deep as you can into the stretch. And very carefully, when you're ready, release your hands to the floor. Stop at the spine, with your hands back in. To upright. Yes. You all right? Now bend both your legs back in. This time, the right foot is in front of the left. Or it's up here. We lift up tall, and then we come forward. Oh my God, this is really awful today.
We couldn't slide on the floor for that.
We did, I seriously was quite happy to. So final words for you, pushing your bottom into the floor as you bow forward. Then we transition into that little twist. So we're going to slide that foot to the outside of my thigh and then sit back into my buttock, or take your left leg straight out in front of you like we both did earlier. Hand to the base of the spine, wrap the left arm around, lift up and twist. Keep lifting up, keep turning, keep putting the thigh in, keep sinking the buttock back to the floor. So you're going to stay where you are. I'm going to slide my left leg out to join you. And then you're going to bring that leg back and roll back down to the floor. And as you do, slide the thigh in, catching around the shin, and pull that right leg in towards your shoulder, extending your left leg down the mat. Use a bit of arm force to get it deeper into the stretch. Now, release the knee and pop that foot to the outer edge of your mat, and then slide your left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Drop your knees to the left, so they just drop. The right thigh is now behind the left heel, and then you can slide that foot onto the knee and take a twist. Lowering both knees to the ground, right left, keeping your shoulders on the floor. I like this song.
Yeah, I'll give you that. No.
You know, I watched the other day the Robbie Williams documentary. Have you seen it?
I'm going to rap, but
I 100% recommend it, but it's so beautifully put together because it's done by Ridley Scott Association, so it's very well produced. It's actually quite fascinating. I did not realise how ridiculously famous he was, though. How ridiculously famous he was.
in the States, he was massive.
But he was nothing in the States when he first went out there.
But by the end, more convenient, he wasn't he was shot at them.
Really interesting. I highly recommend it to the board. Okay, from there, we keep that foot on that that knee and we bring ourselves back to the middle. And then we slide the thighs together. We lift up and we wrap around the shins and pull the thighs towards the ass. Head and shoulders down towards the floor.
Peter Kay at the O2 at the weekend.
Oh, I'd love to go see him. It's good. Or are you going to?
Yeah, this weekend.
Oh, amazing.
Gosh, that's amazing. He's quite
He's
hard
made-
to get tickets.
That huge.
And he's disappeared, hasn't he, for a couple of
Yeah,
years?
we had tickets to his original concert and he cancelled and disappeared. And a queue in 372,000 people in front of the queue and my phone crashed. So I didn't get the tickets to start off with, but I looked, my wife birthday this weekend and I paid a small fortune for some resale tickets.
Oh, amazing. That's going to be worth every penny.
And there's cocktails at the Alchemist on Sunday.
Hey, that's a great weekend.
Oh, I'm happy birthday to your wife.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather sit in the local and drink beer. But
Lucky
I
lady.
do like Peter Kay though.
Yeah, and she is amazing. Your wife.
He is.
She is.
That's what you think about me, isn't it?
Because all women come on.
That's a bit of a generalisation. I know some terrible women.
Do I know your wife?
No. You know, as you know, she said, why are you walking like that? Oh, you just want-
Okay, from here, we carefully drop our legs to the left, to the right, sorry. So you can either keep them where they are, wrapped, and then work on that rotation there, or you can stack them, or you can just slide the foot there and just release what works for you. Yeah, be careful. Quite a strong rotation to get the hip and get the back. So do you know his wife?
No, but
She's
Anthony
wonderful.
seems a nice enough soul, so he's wonderful.
And what wonderful thing you're doing for her?
Wow, well, I had tickets to go to Aerosmith for our 20th wedding anniversary, and we went to week package. That was that much of it.
Oh, no.
I've seen Aerosmith, they were awesome.
I saw them when I was 18.
I saw them like about 20 years ago. They're brilliant.
There are some bands that you must see live, even if they're not your favourite bands, they're just meant to be amazing live, aren't they? And they're like Coldplay meant to be amazing live, even if you're not a fan. Okay, let's go knees back to centre.
Oh, the best ever concert.
Hold onto your knees, do a little roll side to side, give you a little massage into your lower back. Pardon?
Best ever concert. Go on then.
Well, that I've been to. I'm not a massive concert person. I've walked out of concerts.
Have you been to one that you've actually liked? Let's start there.
Oasis.
There we go.
No, Liam Gallagher, but he played all the Oasis music, which was quite surprising. It was amazing, and we had amazing seats because it was a corporate thing. And we had a really amazing dinner beforehand. It was brilliant. Oh, Roger Waters, that was amazing in Dubai because it was small and music's amazing. Jamiroquai was quite good back in the day.
In the day, you very
Fine, let's roll up. You did, you've actually wear his hat.
yeah, one of them.
Yeah. Come up to hands and knees. Okay, we're gonna tuck the toes, we're walking back to where we started in a forward fold. Hold on to your elbows and let your body hang. What's the best concert you've been to?
Me. Oh,
Both of you.
Metallica in the mosh pit. That was superb.
Was it?
Oh, superb. Brilliant.
Oh, you too, I think.
So really, I'm not even a fan.
Oh, Tina Turner. She was.
Oh wow, that must have been pretty cool.
She was Bon Jovi. Because they just do a really good gig and Aerosmith, they just cool.
Okay, we're gonna roll up and I'm gonna give you two options once you reach the top. You can either stand, take your fingers and just stretch your shoulders back from there and just stay here and reach down towards the floor as you lift your chest. Or if you want, you can go back forward again and lift them up and over. So I'm gonna stay up here.
It makes good.
You can get a stronger stretch there, but my shoulder doesn't want to go that way, so I'm not. And if you are folded forward, take your weight to your toes, extend those knees. Take one more deep breath at the bottom and carefully roll yourself back up again. Just scooping through the belly and coming up to standing, releasing your hands. Shoulder roll, palms forward, big stretch up. Always reach up tall, take a bow, take a clap.
Thank you very much.
We might just start talking about music and the concert. Thanks, guys.